You know, sometimes I just want to play with my makeup, and that means I just want to swatch things. I want to swatch them side by side, I want to feel the textures, but I don't want to do like a pretty post and aesthetic swatches. You know what I mean? So I thought I tried to do this now on YouTube. I said a while back that I want to do like a comparison between all the beautiful blue swatches, and I did that as a shorts or like a reel, whatever. It wasn't a short because I couldn't keep it down to a minute, but it was on TikTok and Instagram, and I couldn't upload it to YouTube, but I still wanted to. But I don't want to do this like in a very aesthetic way. Let's just call this Swatchflix and Chill or something. I just want to have a bit fun, swatching different colors, compare them, and just talk a bit without going too in depth about prices, product ranges, and all that shit. If you wonder, it could be that the lighting is a bit dark today. That is on purpose because when I swatch these blue duochrome highlights, I need a bit of a turned down light so that you can see it better. Maybe with close-ups or however I'm going to do this video today, I will even turn it down more. And before you ask, the lip of today is the Half Magic Beauty Magic Drip in the shade Problem Child. This is it. And I thought instead of just talking in the YouTube version of the swatch video only about blue highlights, let's cover colorful highlights just overall. And by the way, don't mind the hair. It's just a mess, a rat nest here, but I don't care. So I'm starting with the singles. I just have to check if I forgot some, but I don't think so. So the first one I want to swatch is the Bobbi Brown Petal Glow Highlighter. This sadly is a limited edition, so if you can't get it anymore, it's gone, it's over. You will not see it anymore. And this has a white base, but it has a lilac-y shift to it. I really hope that you are able to see the shift. You know what? Let me put on my glasses so that I can see better what I'm doing in the viewfinder. I will do then also a close-up video so you can see them even better. Next up, I have the Flower Nose Moon River highlight from the Little Angel collection. This is very similar to Bobbi Brown, but I feel like the shift is more blue than, or is it more purple than blue? I don't know. It is, oh, it's so fucking pretty. Oh my god. I mean, in the viewfinder, it all looks the same, but I think when I show you the close-up, you see differences. Sadly, also a limited edition. This is the Chanel Lumiere, the lotion one. This came in the spring collection this year, 2023, and oh, when I saw the first swatches of this, I was sucked in. All of these have a very subtle shift going on. So if you are kind of exploring the world of a more colorful highlight, I think you will not go wrong with either of these, but the only permanent one is the Little Angel one. Or not permanent, I know that Flower Nose also does only limited edition, but this is the newest one and I think this will be around the longest. Maybe a bit to explain, there are of course other colorful highlighters. For example, there are certain highlighters from House Labs that have a colorful shift. Let me grab one for you. Here, Pink Amethyst, for example. I don't know if you can tell, but this has a bronzy golden base and shifts pink. This is not what I understand under a colorful highlight. To me, colorful highlighter is a colorful highlighter that turns into a color that is unusual for a highlight. And blue and purple is not that common. It kind of is getting popular, especially since Chanel released one. But the reviews for the highlight were very bad. And let me tell you that these bad reviews had nothing to do with the quality. It was just that and I don't want to say that in a mean way, but I think I can't say it without sounding mean, but The typical Chanel girl, I don't think is the targeted audience for blue highlight. And that's just a truth we should accept. By the way, my glasses are super dirty. I hope the camera did not pick up that dirt. Let me just clean it. People with glasses instantly understand what I mean. All the other more colorful highlights I actually have in face palettes. So there are not a lot of colorful highlighters on the market, and I actually grabbed not on purpose a palette from the Cosmetics, but this has not highlighters, this has eyeliners. And I have to admit, there are some more colorful highlights in singles that are still in transit to me from Asian brands, but I might do like extra swatches for a then short video, but I just wanted to swatch now all of these palettes for you. So let's start with an oldie but a goodie. This is the Blendbunny Noctilucent highlighter palette, and this comes with your typical 6 shades. And I think it's even possible when I just turn it that you can see the shifts in here. They're very, very pretty. So let's start with the shades. We have Far Out, Phenomena, and Dreamlike. Oh, they're so pretty. So we have Far Out that has a purple shift, then Phenomena that has a golden yellow shift. I hope you can see it then. And Dreamlike that has a golden red base. So let me just turn down a bit of the lighting. So I think this is better, or is it? So I turned down the lighting a lot, and I think now you can definitely see the shifts in this first set. It's super hard to capture. And I think for the cozy vibes and just for the purpose of you seeing these colors more, I just keep the lighting toned down so much. Next up from the Blendbunny palette, we have the shades Enlighten. Ooh, so pretty. Transistent. Ooh. And Apparition, I think. I always have to Google how to pronounce that word. Look at these. Oh my god. And here you have the close-up of those 3, and then with the next swatches I can do them palette by palette and not have to divide them. But please keep in mind, they are swatched heavy finger swatches, one swipe. When you apply them with a brush, they go on a bit different, but I promise you the impact is still there.
I will have glitter everywhere for the rest of the day. That is okay. I don't mind, yay. Glitter hooray.
Kind of also an oldie is the Oden's Eye Alva 2 palette, and I think nobody really talks about this palette, although this is a beautiful one, and it kind of breaks my heart that Oden's Eye is such a shit show, but this highlighter palette, this is it. So first off, we have the shade Salamander, and this is not so much a colorful highlight, this is a transparent highlight, but this has holographic specks. On the cheeks, they translate beautiful. Then we have Udine, which has a very interesting finish. This is not one of those wet looking highlight. This just looks bright. It has not so much light reflecting capabilities. It's just a bright baby blue, but with a brush on the cheeks, unmatched. Then we have Gnome that has a very similar texture to Undine, but it is yellow. And the last one in this palette is Sylphs, which is a purple, but again, it has the same texture as the other two. The first shade, the Salamander shade, I think is the most special in this palette. The other 3 are very intense, bright highlights without the glitter. And here you have them close up. And the last one for this video, and probably the most intense, is the Shellwe Makeup Present Highlighter Palette. This is the newest one in my collection, and this is, oh my god. I, at first glance, thought this is very similar to Blendbunny Noctilucent, but it isn't. Let me swatch them all for you. These do not have names, so I just go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They feel super velvety, which I love. So the first shade is a blue and kind of greenish yellow shift. Then we have a pink and I think green shift. Very, very interesting. I have to admit that from the Shellwe palette, I only used 2 shades. One being this shade number 3. Oh my god. They are so freaking awesome. So fucking pretty. If I had it inside of me, I could instantly pee out of excitement. So shade number 4. Oh, I don't want to say pretty all the time, but that is literally the word that I have to think of. They're just magical too. Pretty and magical. They're pretty magical. Then we have shade number 5. This one I just wore a couple days ago and I was shocked to my core because on the cheeks it all of a sudden was yellow and I did not expect this. And then we have shade number 6, which is again a blue and purple one. And here you have the close-ups of them all. Again, it's super hard to capture them, so I hope that you can see the shifts very well here. And that, my friends, is basically it for this very cozy, casual Swatchflix and chill. If you ask me which one of them to buy, of course I say Shellwe because I am affiliated with them. Just kidding. No, I'm really affiliated with them, so if this actually sparked your interest or any of the other items, you can save 10%? Yeah, I think you can save 10% with my code EllaKingley, but it's also down in the description box. But if you'd ask me which one of these face palettes you should buy, I would go for Blendbunny. I don't know what it is, but this is just so special and just a tad bit better than the Shellwe one. Intensity-wise, I think the Shellwe one is punching more, but overall experience and feelings, it's the Blendbunny one. When it comes to the single highlighters, I'm sorry, my heart is with the Chanel Lumiere de Lotion, but I know it was limited edition, so I'd say a good dupe for that is actually the Flower Nose Little Angel one in the shade Moon River. Now I have to try and remove all the glitter from my hands. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe because this is just a fun little channel here, a fun little space over on the internet where I'm talking about makeup and stuff. And hi to all the new ones and hi to everybody who has been here for longer than now. I hope you all stay here, and if you're new here, I hope you subscribe because I do fun videos. And please, I am a feedback person. So this format, this Swatchflix and Chill, is this something you would love to see on other products too? It could be anything at this point. Could be eyeshadow, like I swatch all of my What's Up Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I swatch all of, I don't know, all Natasha Denona, all Pat McGrath. That is going to be a long one, but it could also be swatching all of my blushes that I own. Just a casual sitting down, swatching everything. Not so much in-depth review like, it's just a chill, cozy video. I know Morgan Turner has something called Swatch and Sip, and I love that format, so that is kind of the inspiration behind that. But Swatch and Sip, I don't drink well that, but Swatchflix and Chill is a nice one. So leave me your feedback, don't forget to subscribe, and I can see you in the next one.